no days off. This hard work gon' pay off. I made myself a promise young. I would never work a day job, put it in the safe, never know when I'm gon' need that. Came here with my gang, you don't know where your homies at. Gave you a lot of game, you don't owe me back. You say you a boss, gotta show me that. Never leave the house without the pack, where my at? Take an L and try to double back, we ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap, I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up, need someone to hype me up. Hype me up, need someone to hype me up. Hype me up, need someone to hype me up. Hype me up, I got game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a 2 up? I got game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a 2 up?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Dallas Cowboys. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
This 2nd and 4. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now back to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Yeah, that'll cross midfield here, not by much. Out of bounds just on the other side of the 50.
At their own 48-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Throwing now is Lance. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Ready?
Throwing on first down is Lance. That is caught by Lamb. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He got 29 yards that time.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Drill 52. Blaster 6.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the run.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. But they're going to be set up with a first and goal from very short range.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Trouble 38. Hey, go Fury. Hey.
They'll try again. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Under pressure now, he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. So on 4th down, out is Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. And this one is right through. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
22 meters.
2nd and 4. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Shot, 17. Set.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. You look at this Cowboy defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
We know it's only week 1, but the results are pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Red, cycle.
Lance now on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 3-3.
And Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Slide through.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
Ready. Cut.
He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
Here we go.
Brings
Set.
up 2nd and goal at the Cowboys' 3-yard line.
Plastic. Ready.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense offense has a touchdown.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got his man, that's Luke Musgrave. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
Ready. Check you.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Ready.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Cowboys will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a 2nd one.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Hands it off out of the gun. And a strong run that time as it's across midfield and down to the 43. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now Lance looking to change it up. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. The Cowboys 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
Here's Lance to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And this one is right down the middle. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And
he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
On 1st down, Lance able to hit his target, Lamb. Fighting his way through contact. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. The Lance going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Lance. Pass taken in by his big tight end. But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. touchdown. A great play there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys add 6 to their lead. Aubrey now for the point after.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Cowboys will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
On the ready.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Fight, white.
Lance now on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Lance.
Escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Now Lance. That is caught. And he will have the Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
22 needle. Ready.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line.
At the 31-yard line.
To throw, it's Lance.
Wide open receiver complete. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Throwing now is Lance.
This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown! A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Cowboys are able to add on to their first half lead.
Well, this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. He will return this. And deep in his own territory, coughs up the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
Starting to get the sense throughout the league that more of the special teams coordinators give their guys the green light to bring the ball out because everyone wants big plays to happen. I don't know if that philosophy will hold after that error there, turn it over that deep in their own territory.
Do guys go rogue there a lot based on feeling?
I think a lot of them just sense that they can make a play and make a huge one to help their team. And they have to have that athletic arrogance about themselves. And every now and then, though, it'll cost them. And that's what we just saw there.
A final shot before half for Lance. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And a rout is on here in this first half. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Here we go.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over a first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, if they score here, this one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory. Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Got it.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 3.
10 cycles. Set.
And Lance now to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Ready?
Working from the gun, Lance. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Lance wants to change him up.
Striker, 3-3. Ready?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles. Four interceptions. I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Lance. And he is caught by Lamb. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Trey Lance, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Cowboys take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits were on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Big yardage that time for Washington.
52 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough.
Touchdown, Washington.
A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Commanders are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Carlson's extra point up and good.
So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
Left side, it's complete. And he's going to be dropped quickly right there at the 48, a couple yards shy of midfield.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Lance, flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. And the move from Mike McCarthy is going to be to keep the offense on the field here on 4th down. They're going for it.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with a football. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down.
And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Second and 9 now. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Ready?
Lance now on first down. Oh, he stays up. Steps away to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Dallas, Texas is the spot, third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Hands it off out of the gun. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after it.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got Mason complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
And the Washington 1st down.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. The A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Dodson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. A 15-yard touchdown ground. And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Carlson's extra point up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. This is Tony Pollard, fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Here we go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home. And now off to the races, down the right side, inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! A big play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are on their way to a 2-0 start. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari. And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And I notice you use the word sparked because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Oh, the lonely punter inside their own 20 figured for sure they were punting this away. They did not, and the move does not pay off.
You think someone put up the stop signal when he started to trot over the sideline? Nope, no, son. We're going to go for it here. Usually when you see a team do these types of things, it's because they're so dominant that they don't believe that they can get beat. This is much more of what you see in a high school game, maybe some of those mismatched college games. But in the NFL, any given Sunday is a phrase they take seriously. And guess what? That was probably going to backfire.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 7-yard touchdown ground. And the Cowboys add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Well, I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Back to throw again. The 20. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Again, he'll drop to throw. They've got his man complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Now Carlson for the extra point.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
62, Commanders 32.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the double.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
And Lance, he's going to change the play.
Ready.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 218 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
That is caught inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man complete. That's Mason.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw.
That to the sideline, and it's intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Okay, Frank.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Striker.
They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.